When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Szóval Zsigmond király rátör a cseh birodalomra, vagy Bohemian területére, és innen kezdődik a game. Tehát trónviszályok utána Zsigmond szeretne cseh király is lenni, amellett, hogy német-római császár és magyar király, meg még van valami cím, nem tudom.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua.
Kicsit legyen halkabb. Skalitz. Úgy szép a játék, nagyon. Meg részletes. Unreal Engine 3 hajtja.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher. Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Henry. Alszik még. Kis fiúcska. Tivornyázott tegnap.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
You rogue. Ilyen kedvesen becézi a fiát. Viszont kicsit mégiscsak hangosítok.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Oh. Ez most itt bármit is számít.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Igazából ilyen kidumálós embert szeretnék csinálni. De azért kell valami tudás is valamilyen harcban. Mindegy, úgyis mindent húzni kell, mindenféle skillt. Ilyen archery.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Csak a bajba kevernek, persze. Mindig a barátokkal van a baj. Legyünk rendesek.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Végre befejezhetjük. Na, szóval adok rá egy kis hangot, mégse jó ez így.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat
No. Van inventorink. Így nézzünk ki. Éhesek vagyunk. Van ajtókulcs nálunk, öltözet. Meg van egy másik kulcs is. Fegyverünk, semmi másunk nincsen. Úgyhogy kajálunk egyet. Nagyszerű. Most, hogyha visszamegyünk az inventoriba, akkor itt a jól lakottság 65-ön áll. Az most elég is lesz. Ezek ilyen szőlőtőkék. Borász és a fater. Nagyon jó. Itt valami kaját azért vigyünk. Vagy le kell hozzáülni, hogy... Na, itt vagyok. Kell egy apple. Az mi? Nem, férek oda. Bocs anya. Ez nem elvihető? Jó. Hol nem kell. Éjjel. Fú, micsoda éléskamra, jó van. Azért nem annyira szegény család ez, így a középkort vesszük alapul. Aha, ehhez kell egy kulcs. Vagyis hát egy ilyen lockpick. Szárfeltörő szerkezet. Na, menjünk, nézzük meg Fatert. Mizumadör. Ilyen kosárfonásban vannak, vagy kosarat is von. Amúgy tök jó, tényleg ezeket a középkori tevékenységeket elég komolyan szimulálják itt. Megmosakszunk. Ennél tisztábban nem lehetek? Hát. Itt van Fater műhelye. Kovás szerszámok.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Aha. Itt vannak a különböző meggyőzési módok. Tehát lehet egyszerűen csak olyan kommunikációs skillekre szert tenni, hogy beszéddel meggyőzzük. Akkor itt van valamilyen státusz, hogy a középkorban ugye nagyon fontos volt a szociális státusz. És ez is meghatározhatja meg a reputációnkat, és ezáltal a meggyőzésünket. Aztán van itt ugye a fenyegetés, vagy az erő, ami szintén. És aztán van a megkenés. Ja, ilyesmik vannak. Jó.
Sorry, I had to go and deal with something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
Ja, és akkor Radzignak kell a kardot elvinni.
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and
Ó,
buy
kifogyott a
back the
szénből.
charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Aha,
Goodness, not drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
ja, tehát szenet kell beszerezni, de ahhoz pénz kell. Pénzt nem adott a fater, mivel ez a csávóka, Kunás vagy ki az Isten, tartozik neki, nem fizette ki a munkáit, úgyhogy rajta be kell hajtani a pénzt, amiből vehetünk szenet. Útközben a kocsmába meg kell állni piáért, azt is kell hozni az öregnek. Haló? Te vagy Raiden? Nem? Kicsit még itt bóklászok mielőtt. Igazi Henry leszek, ugye, aki úgy legyek döngnek itt a lovak körül, tök komoly. Nagyon frankó meg van csinálva. Az utak is ilyen vizes, saras, nyomvájus, nagyon komoly. Na, Kunáshoz, vagy kihez el kell menni. Ott a VK-val valaki mászkál. Nem lehet, hogy ő lesz. Kunás, állj meg! Kunás. Mondandóm van.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Tartozol.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
Apa meg fog verni.
See him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Jó van, Kunás, jó van.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore.
És nem sikerült meggyőzni.
Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Bunyózni kell. Húha. Choose attack direction using stamina, health, wounds. This indicator shows roughly how much health your opponent has left. Q-val blokkolunk. Akkor a tabbal lehet az ellenfelek között váltogatni. Az F-fel ütünk, ilyen nem tudom. Ha így ellökjük magunktól az enemit. Hát... Jaj! Szóval Q-val blokkolok, aha. Messze. Aha. Gyere, gyere, gyere.
Give up? Bartka.
Az anyád. Hát ez... Gyere, üssél. Ezt nagyon beszoptam. De miért ő tud mindig úgy megütni, hogy... Na, ez most betalált neki. Kicsit lefogyott a stamina. De most nem a Q-val blokkolok? Hát azt írta, hogy Q-blokk. Ehhez képest rohadtul nem csinál semmit. Jön, így belassul.
Hergot.
Mindent is nyomok. De én előbb ütöttem, haver. Ne csináld ezt velem.
I'll have you. I'll have you. Bring.
És kaptad, haver, kaptad.
I'm over. Bugger.
De most ő elcseszte, én direkt nyomtam egy gyors ütést, és rohadtul nem sikerült. De levédtem, haver. Ó, jó, töltődjön fel a stamina, mert ez így.
You know how this one ends.
Kapta?
Is that all you've got? Sod.
De és elhajol.
Alle dopperdele.
Jaj.
Way off. Damn.
Messze. Hát én nem ebbe leszek, azt hiszem, a legmenőbb ebbe a közelharcba. De ezt most kénytelenek vagyunk valahogy. De miért lassulsz be?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
You'll get what for.
Ó, basszus.
Curse it!
Na. Kellett neked kötözködni.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Na, odaadta a kulcsát. Bemegyünk, azt kipakoljuk a putriát. Te... Tróger. Na. Apuci büszke lesz. Na, mi van itt nálad, Kunes? Hol a pénz? Vagy most vissza kell vennem tőle azt, amit nem fizeti ki, vagy most mi? Most megvan az, amit a fater adott neki. De azt hittem, hogy pénzt fogunk tőle elszedni. Eléggé le vagy lakva, Kunes, nincs itt semmi mozdítható. Egyek ebből a 6 napos kajából. Hogy áll az én? 60-as. Hát együnk, kóstoljuk meg, mit főzött Kunes. Hát, ha van benne kis méreg. Na most a 60-ról felmen 85-re. Szuper. És akkor most nálam van. Kunes Hammer, meg Kunes Nails. Ja, egyébként, hogy nézzünk ki, be van verve az ja, most tiszta véres ruhánk. Ezt is szimulálja a játék, hogy éppen milyen.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Kicsit a szenzin csökkentek. Jó. Lemostuk a vért. Van nekünk valami? Ja. Oké, menjünk el a piacra, és ezeket most adjuk el. Mert elvileg az is ilyen opcionális, hogy keressek Kunesnál valamit, ami mozdítható és eladható. Hát ezek lesznek azok. Ő itt a Szenes bácsi.
Greetings.
Aha. Jó.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
A piac. Hello. Hello, hello.
How are you?
Prímán, köszönöm. De kereskedjünk. Várjál, menjünk vissza. Mert ott benéztem ezt az eladás dolgot, ott lehet, hogy ott tudom csak eladni. Nem, szerintem ennek lesz tipikusan egy vevője. Tehát aki ruhákkal kereskedik, nem fogja megvenni a kalapácsot. De szerintem ő se fogja megvenni. De! Ő megveszi. Hogy szól a küldi? Mennyi kell ebből a szénből? 10 darab. A bag of charcoal at the market. És a bag az 10 darabot jelent akkor ezek szerint. Jó, tehát kérek ebből 10-et. 5 aranyat kell érte fizetnem, de én cserébe felajánlom. $4,2, 2,5 és nekem semmi pénzem nincsen, tehát tudunk úgy alkudni, hogy ne kelljen fizetnem semmit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Jó, tehát az lesz az alkunk tárgya, hogy nem fizetek semmit. You don't have enough money. Hát igen, tudom.
Tough luck.
Sikerült? Nem. Akkor valahogy pénzt kell szerezni.
All that grows in the ground, fresh. Come right up.
Hello, te nem akarsz vásárolni? Tőlem 5 aranyért kalapácsot meg szegeket?
Good day.
$1,8, 2,7. Ezt kéne feltornázni 5-ig.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
Ja, hogy nem is lehet addig feltornászni. Aha. Menjünk vissza Kuneshez. Mert ez így nagyon sovánka lesz, amit ott találtam. Kunes, szart se ér az, amit itt találtam nálad. Hol vannak az értékeid? Add oda az összes pénzet, hol van? Minden üres. Mindenki van fosztva, amit vandálok utána az utolsó szezonba. Ebbe voltak. Ó, várjál, van itt még zsák, nem? Azt nem tudom nyitni. Nincsenek semmi, ez egy csóró. Csóróbb, mint én. Az egy doboz. Ahhoz meg nem férek hozzá.
Now you got me bloody man!
Anyád. Ó. Köszi. Na, ez már elég lesz, azt mondja a játék. Ez kellett még, ez a balta. Zsír. Látod, Kunes?
What the hell?
Mégiscsak megérte téged agyonverni. Akkor lehet, hogy mennél is jók vagyunk a plusz baltával. Szóval szevasz. Kell nekem ilyen. 10 darab. Jap. És én adok érte ilyet. Ilyet. Meg ilyet. Ilyet is adok. És még te fizetsz. Jó, akkor még dumáljunk is. Hát, ha többet is fizetsz. Próbáljuk fejleszteni a speechünket.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Why not? Mondjuk 1.
Satisfied?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Really? Legyen 0,9?
You're flaying me here.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
Te zsidaj. Jó.
That's a sum I can live with.
Oké. Ez kipipálva. Megvan Faternak a szene. És maradt még nekünk... Hol írja így a... Itt fejlődnek a statok. Strength, Agility, Vitality, Speech. Azon belül meg le lehet ilyen különböző skilleket nyitni. Oké. Kell egy pia. Cross guard at the castle. Szevasz, Vanyek.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous
Világot akar látni a Henry gyerek.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Jó van, megyek majd. Swording lessonre. Bemegyünk a tavernába, bár nem lesz rá szerintem elég cash, vagy nem tudom. Kell egy kis pia.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Dukes
What?
and
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge Parlement. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some chairs will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
Összedobálják szarral a németnek a házát.
Are you with us?
Frissen meszelt házikóját. És oda bajkeverők ezek. Hát persze, hogy velük tartok.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Na, srácok, mi van? Induljunk. Melyik az a ház?
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you gotta lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
El kell innen valahogy csalogatni a
What
nőt.
do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Mielőtt összeverik, hozd ki a kocsmából, asszony. Mi meg összedobáljuk szarral a kéglit. Na, srácok. Mehet a buli.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory.
Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo!
Hupszi. Lefagyogattunk. Nem bírja a streamet. Jaj. Megint bunyó lesz. Én ki vagyok képezve, haver. Kapja.
Herrgott! Had enough of life, Andrew.
Geht zum Teufel!
Damn, let's go!
Kergessük el ezeket az idegen szívűeket.
Ah, yes. Sorry. It's just that's never happened to me before.
Ja. Ezt lerendeztük. Volt, jön egy katona. Mit akar? Jaj. Engem akar. Nem csináltam semmit. Én most éppen beszélgetek valakivel. Vele beszélgetek. Sajnálom. Nem tudok foglalkozni az őrséggel.
God save my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Az igazság, hogy másért is jöttem.
So what are
Be kell
we to do
valljam.
with you, Henry?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Really? Hmm.
Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
Másra gondoltam.
Properly later.
You bet I will.
Aha, ezzel lehet menteni a játékot. Nagyszerű.
Oof. He's gone. That was close. I almost got caught fighting for a damn Dutch.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
It's a good thing your Hanko warned us.
Well-behaved girl like that. I'm surprised she didn't call the catch pole.
She must have seen Matthias.
What do you mean?
Because he fancies her. And I think maybe she likes the look of him too.
Hey.
Shut up, you idiot.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Oké, srácok, nagyszerű. Jót bulisztunk. Mosakodjunk meg. A trágyázás után. Akkor el kéne menni Sport Fighting lessonolni. Jaj. Na, hello. Bello.
So, can we get started?
Of course.
We can. Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Not bad. Not bad. Again. Good.
The point of the blade is in
Jaj.
Try it a few times. Good. No. Good,
Okay.
good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Chains, try to press, or after your sword is...
Very good.
Pihennem kell, ha nem bírom. Aha.
All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight.
Kösz. Hát ne kelljen használni, mert védekezni nem tanítottál meg, csak támadni mégis. Ez a legjobb védekezés. El kell menni a castle-be is elvileg. És felgyógyult a HP-m? Hát ez csodálatos. Ez egy nagyon jó játék, hogy magától gyógyul. A ruházat is fullos lett? Hát azért az nem. Jó estét! Csoportvezetőt keresem.
God be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Hát...
I've just been to the tavern. The Deutsch was saying all kinds of shit about how
Igazi
Sigismund
kis
should be king.
besúgó vagy.
That bastard. One day he'll get his teeth knocked down his throat if he doesn't shut up.
Ó, csak ennyi, azt hittem lesz ami következménye.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Mi ez a crossguard, ez a kardnak a markolata?
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
Jó, nem ez a izé. Aha, vágom.
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
Do you?
I understand.
Persze, elnézést kérek, letakarítom, hogyne. Pater nem örült ennek a kis büntetésnek.
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here. And we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Másik fehér nép. Mit kacarászol? Na mi van?
Hey!
Hát de hol van?
Henry, are you all right? Henry, are you all right?
Ja, izébe van. Házba. Ez mi? Hova ez kell? Hogy állunk a kajálással? Jó, még nem kell.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh?
Fine ass, eh?
Now stop staring at her and come and see this.
És mondhatta volna.
It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned.
Jó, persze, hogy...
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Ugorj félre, Henry.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Jaj. Kovács retardált fia.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir
Istvan.
If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Jó, még hányan nézitek meg? Minden fasza
What,
vele.
to find
Tényleg.
such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
Mi van itt a háttérben? Miért kellett eljönni Prágából?
Duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
Thank you.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Már füst van ott a háttérben.
One day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Fater nem akarja ezt megtanítani, mert fél, hogy bajunk esik.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Hupika. Egy kicsit sokan vannak.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah! Get through the gates!
Hát ez kemény azért.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming!
Az fasza.
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Köszi. Kell szerezni egy lovat. Jönnek utánam. Ha?
Jó kis malak! Ne feszély, te tapka! Most meglátod!
Nem segítek. Menjél már! Meghaltunk, elvéreztünk. Futi, futi, futi.
Keverle neki egyet, hogy ne repüljön.
Ez a láblövés ez mindig befigyel sajnos. Ezt nem lehet megúszni, az le van renderelve. Csalinkázzunk kicsit, hát ha... Baszki, ezek ilyen közel vannak. Ja, így is vérzek egyébként, tehát hogy rajtam kívülálló okok miatt is vérzek, ugye?
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Run for it!
Futi, 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 futi. Tartsd fel őket, jó? Pesteddel tartsd fel őket, köszi.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Mindenkinek adom itt a jó tanácsokat, de hát... Nyugi, fussál, fussál, fussál. Paci már nem akar futni.
Run for it!
Fussál, kérlek, fussál, van staminád. Fussál, fussál. Ja nem, az nem a te staminád. Ó, bassza meg, az az enyém. Ja, a zöld aló staminád. Azt hittem a sárga.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ! Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hagyjuk! Húzzunk innen!
Micsoda escape.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without
A magyarok, a magyarok.
and they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Kösz. Ja, mongolok, nem?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Laza ájulás.
Easy.
Mhm.
All done.
Easy.
You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
Családját lemészárolták,
Don't need
minden
to bandage
easy.
it, I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Most táncversenyen ne induljál, haver.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Az öreg itt itókázik.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language.
Ez a strange
They burned
language, ez
Skalitz to the ground.
szomszédos ország, de ez strange language. Jó, hát ő mondjuk ki sem mozdult a házból.
They shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Felfedeztem az ágyamat. Baker. Uha. Ugye éhen halok konkrétan.
Not entirely, sir. He brought just over half yesterday.
Ja, és többet álmos is vagyok.
I'll do that, sir.
I'll knock the dust out of his apron, the scoundrel.
Oh, sorry. Private area. Nem lehet veled beszélni, haver?
You're that lad from Scouts? What in heaven's name happened there?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horses.
How rude.
I can't understand why he wastes his talent.
Ha?
Sir Divish has suffered his own share of woes, but he's a generous man and a good one. We'll take care of you until everything blows over. You risked your life to warn us, and we won't forget it.
Már mindjárt összeessek, de köszi.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozsena here will take care of
Leia
you.
hercegnő.
No doubt you're tired.
De a
and
füle az kim van.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul?
Rajzolható
After
volt.
everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Of course, jöhet a wine is, köszi.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now.
Isten fizesse meg.
You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Ne cipőstől aludjak. Ezt el kell magyarázni Harrynek, mert nem volt gyerekszobája.
Must eat.
Most ezt pikapoljam. Pikapoljam és úgy egyem meg. Husi is van, az is kell. Kacsahusi.
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Meg egy sajtot is eszünk. Na, ez már megdobja. Jó van. Jó, mehetünk aludni. Almát még elrakunk. Meg még egy sajtot. Úgy se romlik meg, nem? Köszönöm. Köszi, köszi. Minden fasza volt, finom volt, köszi. És most ilyenkor mennyi az idő? Ja, a cipőmet nem vettem le. Várjatok. Várjatok, leveszem. Jó neve gyerek vagyok. Sőt, mindent is leveszek. Kardot hagyom magamon, mert ez legyen ott igazából az ágyban. Jó, ha ott van. Until morning. 10 órát alszunk.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry.
Hello, hello.
Forgive the intrusion.
Gyere be. Gyere be.
Did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Ez biztos. Jobban alszom
It's
tőle.
just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you.
Sok savat csinál, ugye?
I really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible...
Leila hercegnő akar valamit. Henry, most kéne
I know what it is to be left alone in the world.
színre lépned.
Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Yeah.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
but Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death
How
descended
big?
on Skalitz.
Igen, hangok hallatszanának ki.
I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca and murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself.
I
She's
know, I
with
know.
the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her.
Nem kamuzunk.
God knows I wanted to, but even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband.
Yeah.
It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
My lady. Ja. Neki elmondta a kis sztoriát. Hát te neveltél gyávának.
Wake up! You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Hey!
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Rubber?
Sir
Danzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of
Nem jönnek be, mert akkor csak bajba sodornák őket, inkább Ratályba mennek.
If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times.
Ja, szóval Ratályba mennek, kérdezte, hogy csatlakoznál hozzájuk Henry, ő meg itt azt magyarázza, hogy ő visszamegy eltemetni a szülőket. Ráförmette Pali, hogy meg ne próbálja. Itt kell tartani a kastélyba, mert az veszélyes visszamenni oda.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Ja, tehát most itt én is figyelgessek. Nem tudom mit ebbe a sötétbe. Kőbánya? Kőbánya Kispest? Unexplored place, unexplored place. Aha, ezeket fel lehet fedezgetni. Activity giver. Akkor most nem tudom, itt álljunk kint az esőben, jó kis tüdőgyuszi a középkorba, igazán semmiség. Ott látok valamit, uram. Mozgást látok. Biztos, hogy kémek. Micsoda borostyán. Futott itt fel, kérem. Csodálatos. Jó, legalább az eső elállt. Itt is lenézek, sötét, itt is lenézek, itt is sötét. Jövök, szóba elegyedek.
God be with you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Izginek hangzik. Követlek, haver.
What the hell are you doing?
Ide jött. Akkor kiment az ajtóm. Nem is hallottam az ajtónyitódást, ezért gondoltam, hogy ide lejött. Igen, most hova tűnt a csávó? Csak ellenőriztem, hogy nem alszol-e. Jól van, katona, támaszkodjon tovább. Nagyszerűen csinálja. Visszamegyek. Ennyire még nem örködött senki, mint ahogy azt én teszem. Az a baj, lockpick-kel mindenhez. Micsoda fegyverek, kérem, és nem vehetem ki. Itt vannak nyilak is. Becsukjuk az ajtót. Én úgy látom, katona, hogy mindjárt elalszik. És nagyobbra a szemét, köszönöm. Igen, örködünk, nagyszerű. Jól csináljuk szerintem. Lassan már vége lehetne. Most megint körbeértünk. Ez lehet, hogy... Nem tudom, hogy látnak-e. Eloltjuk a fákját. Oké. Na. Már van íjunk, meg nyilunk is van bele. Reméljük nem tűnik fel nekik az a furcsa egybeesés, hogy van egy új őr, és eltűntek a mozdítható tárgyak. Open, itt előbb felvillant egy open. Skalitz. Ja, hogy várjunk reggelig. Jó, visszamegyek a helyemre. De már reggel van, már pirkad. Oké, itt vagyok, és azt mondom, hogy... A 7 óra az már erősen reggel, nem? Igen. De hova szaladunk? Ide ért a tatárjárás? Ide hát.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those
Ja, aha,
who disrupt
Horvátországnak
concord
még
in
a
the land,
királya.
and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Megúsztátok, srácok. Főnök kidumálta.
Get on with you, Robard.
Ja, ott van a vár közén, falon.
I was surprised myself, but I wasn't sure when you could get round to it.
Well, I had a good look around my own place, and now I'm sorry I did. How's that? The roof is only...
I heard maybe
They're prisoners and make broth from corpses. Good heaven.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Nem sikerült meggyőzni. Hát akkor utasítás vagy beleegyezés nélkül megyek Skalitzba.
Heaven forbid.
Everything points to it. Can't
Bunyó
you
lesz?
see?
Nem?
Plague, freezing winters, poor harvests, and now we've armies invading and pillaging.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Az nem sok van. Sült kacsát elég jó áron veszi meg. Lockpick, az kéne. Odaadom a sült kacsámat. Adok egy sajtot is. Hát a snapszot se akarom odaadni pedig. Mert nagyon kéne a lockpick, na mindegy. Ebből még nem veszek lockpicket. Hogy várja, mennyi? Az annyi. Adsz mondjuk 2-t. Ó, az nem jó. Csak 1-et. Ilyen drága? Meg treasure map, meg ilyenek. Na jó, mindegy. Akkor ennyi.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
What do you say to this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
My last offer.
A nice sum. Just lower your demand.
Azt mondtam, hogy nice offer. Te meg még mindig alkudozol. Jó, legyen.
Well, I agree.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Beszóltál? Villager.
Good health to you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Igen.
Let me out, I say. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth if he doesn't get lost quick?
Not any longer. I've vital information for Sir Radzig from Sir Divish's spies. The fate of the Skalitz people depends on it. Sir Robard ordered me to leave immediately, so let me out quickly.
A likely story. Better clear off before I lose my temper.
Nem hisz nekem.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Aloha. Uram, tessék. Fáradjon le a lépcsőn. Fáradjon el, köszönöm. De nincsen lockpickingem. Itt cseszhetem. Jó, az itten bug, és nem tudok kimászni. Hát akkor valahogy pénzt kell szerezzünk, hogy vegyünk annál a csávókánál egy lockpicket. 1, 2, 3-at. Pénzt meg úgy szerzünk, hogy valahogy szerzünk. Mindig ezzel az átkozott pénzzel van a baj, hogy nem elég. Jó napot! Jó munkát! Ez is zárva. Minden zárva van. Tudták, hogy jövök, bezártak mindent. Te be vagy? Állva vagy? Mi van veled? Ez nem beszél? Ez néma gyerek? Jó, itt van valami. Amit pénzé tehetek? Nem van. Tüdü. Tüdü. Tüdü, 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 tüdü. Semmi érték nincs. Ezek meg nappal alszanak, ahelyett, hogy dolgoznának a földeken. Ha? A konyhában lehet, hogy lesz ez meg az. Az a baj, hogy itt főzöcskézik a néni, tudja, hogy észreveszi, ha én itt valamit megmozdítok.
That was a close thing this morning, eh?
If you knew Sir Divish like I do, you wouldn't be so concerned. Being imprisoned might have injured his health, but there's no one can rival him for cleverness and cunning.
Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave in Prague a few years back.
Look where you...
Folks still talk of how he settled the dispute between Father Peck and Sir Pshibig.
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out.
Ám vagyok túl éles eszű, sajnálom.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Hát, lehet, hogy mégiscsak a snapszot pénzét teszem. Az lesz a vége, mert itt nem tudok semmit összeharácsolni. Ha te esetleg innen kifáradnál, akkor lehet, hogy találnék ezt-azt. Azaz csak be az ajtót. Én csak itt nézelődök, köszi. Ó. Szalámi. Az értékes. A bacon is értékes. Meg egy kis méz. Kenyér. Jó. Hát bocsi, hát éhezik a család. Nekem gyerekem van. És társai. Ó. Ezt is. Bread. Jó. Ó. Csoda, ilyen gyönyörű poharakat tartanak. Cabbage nem kell. Jó. Megnézzük, hogy ezzel már jobban állunk-e. Na.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Szóval... Ó, és nem veszi meg. Nézzük meg, veszi, nem veszi meg.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
De megveszi. Ó, szuper jó. Akkor adjál érte ennyit.
Forget it then.
Oké, nem, hogy, na, tehát az sok volt azért. Viszont megveszi a lopott árut is, ez csodálatos hír.
You've got the coin.
Akkor tessék, tessék. Azt nem adom oda. Oké, és akkor én cserébe kérek ilyet. 3. You pay. Akkor kérek 2. 1,8-at fizetek. Már az is jó. Abból még megpróbálunk alkudni. Akkor lesz 2 lockpick. Azzal már lehet, hogy feltörjük azt a
Let's
ládát.
talk about the price.
Naturally.
Jó, én szeretnék fizetni. Vagy azt akarom, hogy ő fizess. Most ez melyik?
Satisfied?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Oké, most 2 lockpick birtokomba került, nagyszerű. Aj, pont arra megy.
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
Jó, bocsánat. Itt se vagyok, bocsánat. Véletlen magamra zártam az ajtót. Én csak nézelődök egyébként. Én is egy őr vagyok. Hát elmegyek erre, nézelődni. Elhúzhatna a vérbe. Ez az. Egy snapszot azért megiszok. Siker. Minden is kell. Oké. Felöltözünk. Ez konkrétan... Ja, vagy megveszik ezt tőlem, vagy... Üdvözöllek!
I need to get out of here.
Csak kicsit be vagyok rúgva ettől a snapstól.
Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone.
Hey! Open the gate!
Na ez az. Kéne szerezni egy lovat is egyébként. Aha. Ezeket a területeket még felfedezzük. De kéne valahogy tényleg egy ló. Na. Tehát akkor... Ezt a helyet itt megvizsgáljuk. Fürdő. Mindig be vagyok csicsentve.
Try Votava. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Nagyszerű.
What are you doing?
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Actually, never mind.
Ó, bocsánat, oké, nem tudtam, hogy private. A kis patakocska. Hash. Ez itt egy kricsmi. Ő meg az innkeeper, beszélünk vele.
Good day to you.
Same to you.
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Things here are not too bad at all.
Aj, minden privát. Gondolom ez is. Ez sokat ér. Ezeket a skineket elviszem. Nem jön senki? Még ne jöjjön, mert itt még rabolok egy kicsit. Ó, bassza meg! Nice. Ó, mindjárt várjál, körülnézzünk. Nem jön senki. Elengedne, uram? Köszönöm. Eszünk egy almát ennek örömére. Hát ja, csak ezeket meg kinek passzoljuk el? Mert itt nagyon kevés olyan lesz szerintem, aki ilyen lopott tárgyakat megvásárol. Na milyen hely van még? Itt van a dombon valami place. Tudok valami markokat tenni a térképre? Valami vadász bácsika lesz. Huntsman. Az öreg Huntsman. Nicholas.
Good health to you.
Ó, azt a picsa. Megveszel ilyesmit?
You want to get me in trouble? Don't try selling me stolen goods.
Veszi meg. Franc. Na jól van, tehát itt akkor a vadász lakik, aki nem vesz meg lopott tárgyakat. Ezt is megtudtuk. Oda kéne elmenni. Aztán visszamegyek én a várba, mert tényleg kell egy ló. Amivel jöttem, azt csak vissza kéne, hogy adják, nem? Vagy lenyúlták? Nem szólnak érte, hogyha kiemelem a halacskákat azért van. Kis hálóból. Aztán akkora röfi. Aloha?
It came from over here.
Hol a főni? Ja, nem ide akartam jönni. Következő épület. Nálad vannak valamilyen állatbőrök, nem veszel meg ilyesmiket tőlem? Még ha lopott is.
This is a very dubious business indeed. I won't give you much for that. How much do you have in mind?
Megveszi, jól van. Hogy mennyit szeretnék kapni érte? 26 a max, hát akkor szeretnék kapni érte 22-t.
Are we agreed?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
21-ig tudok engedni.
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Ez rablás. Konkrétan rablás.
That's a decent price.
Nézzük meg a skilleket. De itt most tanulhatnék valamiket. Strength. Speech. Speechbe még semmit. Vitality-be sem. Agility-be sem, hanem a Strength-be érdekes módon. Ez mit csinál? Jó. Kevesebb staminába kerül a védekezés. Még ezeket nem tudom, hogy számolta ki a játék, hogy pont ezekre ad nekem elkölthető skill pontot. Aha. Ezeket egyiket se szeretném amúgy. Megmondom őszintén. Hát lehet, hogy ezt a blokkot még elviselem. Stronghold. Legyen.
God be with you.
Jaj, 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 jaj.
Have you got any work that needs doing?
Not much. Unless you're not averse to a bit of risk.
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy them from the master huntsman, and he never gives me enough. I'd hunt them down myself, only he keeps a close watch on me. But you now...
Well, I don't think the master huntsman would be any happier about me hunting on his preserve.
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me. And sometimes I have to fill an order and I need something in particular, in which case I would pay you extra. And if you help me out a few times, I might be able to teach you something useful.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I need the hide of a sturdy roe buck. There's a wealthy merchant after one to hang on his wall. As if anyone would believe he bagged it himself.
Neki ilyen mindenféle állatok bőrét kell elhozni. Jó van, hogyha éppen találok olyat, ami kell neki, akkor elhozom. És én visszamegyek mégiscsak a kastélyba, és megpróbálok ott a lovász fiúcskával, vagy valakivel ott beszélni, hogy adjon már nekem egy lovat. Gondolom ez nem így megy, de a játék is azt javasolja, hogy opcionális lenne, hogy egy lóval közlekedjek, mivel rohadt nagy távolságok vannak. Ó, hogy lehet, hogy nem mehetek vissza? Ezek bezárták. Ó, facundo. Ez probléma. Már nincs lovam. Hát, akkor gyalogolunk. És miért nem tudok? De ez így baromi hosszú lesz gyalog. Na mindegy, felmegyünk ide. Jó napot! Nincs egy fölös lovuk? Jó napot! Jó napot!
God be with you.
Még lockpicking
I hear you're
training.
able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
Well, I'll think it over.
Hát nyilván pénzt kérne érte, úgyhogy az nekünk nincs. Majd a saját kárunkon megtapasztaljuk. Fejlődünk, vagy ilyesmi. Szia, kutyus! Nincsen lovad a gazdádnak? Nem úgy tűnik. Most direkt oda át, hogy ne tudjak átmenni? Nagyon kedves tőled. Mi az Isten itt ez a bűz? Ennyi légy van itt. Na. Hát akkor jelöljögessünk valamit. Itt van egyébként valami camp cucc. Jelöljük be először ezt a pontot. Hát akkor barangolunk így gyalogosan. Ó, nem tud átmenni a bokrokon, hallod? Nagyon jól csináljátok. Adj Isten. Valakivel lehet beszélni? Nem? Nagyon bele vagytok merülve. Jó van, csak így tovább. Ó. Hát egy ilyen kis huszárvágással eljutottunk. Pedig itt éppen terveztem itt a nagyon nagy átkeléseket. Elég baljóslatú. Te ki vagy?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Is that the best you can do?
Na ennyi, látod, velem szaroztál. Azért a nagy megrendültségem közepette, amit tudok, elrakok. Nem az anya. Jó, ezeket nem. Itt fel van akasztva valaki. Le van zárva, de még van máshol is bejárat. Megpróbáljuk, akkor itt megyünk a fal mentén. Az ott egy ember, vagy... Ó, hogy eltaláltam.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Haj meg. Te szemét hullarabló. Hát, hogy a gatyát átcserélem, mert nekem már elég viseltes. Vagy most mi van rajtam? Nem bírja ez még. Ezt kidobjuk. Ezt is kidobjuk. Na, ezt a perecet, ezt elrakjuk.
He didn't go home like me. He died with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side and he did this to you. And in the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it. Take this as a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again.
Mindjárt.
I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Mit hoztál? Find the spade. Ez hova mutat? Ja, hogy oda? Itt most az egész területen kutassam fel, hogy van-e valahol egy ásó? Az úgy izgi. Az úgy hosszadalmas lesz. Hát... Meg elszínesedett volt este. Azt a... Mhm. Mizu. Mhm. Ja, itt van valami.
Get away, you mutt!
Mhm. Ott van nála az ásó.
Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Zbyszek? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips?
Hát egyelőre
The beast
nem.
just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Egészség. Egészség.
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
Aha.
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly
Mhm,
trade you my spade
okay.
for that. How did you come by it anyway?
Irányítani kell.
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him.
Aha.
It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take them to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation. That's right.
Basszus. Nem bírtam levágni. Francba. Megszereztem azért? Az ásót. És nem enged utána? Vagy most mi van? Vagy ledobta az ásót? Ja, itt van. Nyugi, én kilútolom, jó? Rendes kutya vagy. Az előbb leszittem, hogy rohadt hulla rabló, aztán... Ugyanezt csinálom.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it here.
Igen, és mit kell csinálni? Ezt oké, hogy ásni, de hogyan? Ja, itt.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help?
Hupika.
Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him?
Na, mert mi?
Listen here, boy.
Nem tudom.
You hand over that sword, I might just...
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah! I'll slaughter you. Ah! Ugh. No.
I told told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
The games are over.
John! Disperse this rabble!
Beszarás. És pont mikor kedvem lenne volna.
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and caught...
Got your sense. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's mill at Peshek.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed.
Well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and...
I know, Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword.
If you insist. But you've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you. And for medicine. That's a good...
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't...
I owe you both my life. And I'll repay...
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak.
Szóval innen folytköv. Hello, hello.